Greetings, this is August 10th at 2 p.m. This is a picture looking south from the chasm viewpoint, and it's beautiful on a clear day. Before I jump in and show you the most recent stats, which were received at 1:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm just going to show you the stats of what's happening with these videos, and this is really for a record for anybody at the TNRD or BC Wildfire, so they can see what I'm seeing. There's about 2,900 views over the last 48 hours, and I think that's dropping down a little bit. People's attention span is waning, the fire is very oppressive, and it's the summer of 2017 for sure. 47,267 minutes viewed, 19,138 views. That's going from, very insignificant amount to a considerable amount. Subscribers have increased substantially, almost 80. Thank you very much. You are proving a need for data. And about 900 tuning in each day, and then you've got to divide that by the amount of videos I produce. So I'm going to guesstimate there's about 300 to 400 people checking in here regularly. The searches, Facebook, primarily, and Google searches, and then ages 65 to 35 years mostly. It's really cool to see younger viewers tuning into this, and Canada is the overwhelming geographical interest area. US coming in about 12%, and 2/3 are indicated as male. So there you go. And I've noticed an increase in the number indicated as female over the last week. Okay, I did figure out how to make a playlist on YouTube. So I've created a playlist. There's an explanation of what I'm doing there and why I'm doing it. And currently, I think there's 72 videos in there. The one prior to this was the animation from July 6th to August 10th, current in the active Elephant Hill wildfire, and looking at the satellite infrared data that was collected over that time period. So let's jump in. There is the view from the last 6 hours of satellite infrared data that was accumulated on 1:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is the most recent update I've received, and there is the 6 to 12 hours prior. So the full 12-hour period, this is what was hot and newly indicated. And for the last 24 hours, we'll roll to this screen, and you can see we are on these 4 flanks, these 4 major areas where situations have developed. We're also looking at some outliers, some hot spots toward the center, coming in from the eastern flank, coming in from Chasm has a couple still appearing. We have some expansion in the amount of, let's call them sparks, that are protruding on the southwest flank. I see another one's popped up in adjacent to the fire situation in the Boston Flats area. That's 4 kilometers west of Highway 97. There are a couple at eastern shores of Upper Loon Lake, but that flank seems to be holding well. Likewise, the one down in the east. Crews must be just battling that thing right now, and everybody's so proud of them. Okay, let me show you the stats. 139,959 hectares involved by this satellite calculation. Do check with the official sources. The links are all below. BC Wildfire has to get in, examine the perimeter, fly around it, and make sure we're seeing accurate information. Also, 27,998 hot spots generated to date. It's kind of an ongoing total, and you can make your own comparisons as we go along. Now we'll turn to windy, and we're looking at north-northeast. This is from the Big Bar rest area. 5 kilometers an hour. There's going to be variation, and we're watching for a wind shift at 6 p.m. It should start coming from the west. It's going to flow more and more from the south overnight, increasing to 9 kilometers an hour. Then it'll slow a little bit and increase again to 14 kilometers an hour on Saturday. Sunday does look cloudy with maybe a chance of precipitation. I know I mentioned 3 millimeters an hour in the previous. It varies. It's like now it's like 1 millimeter an hour. So the weather is a variable factor on the wildfire. Now we've jumped over to the Big Bar cam. There's that smoke, that haze. It should be coming from the north and pushing over us. This is coming down from the Caribou. I can see a couple of vehicles there. It looks like a bus they're using for transport. They've made a stop there. And I'm wondering, where is their relief? And thankfully, we have the Dry BC system. I checked it out. Haida Gwaii looks perfect, 18 degrees, very nice for beachcombing and taking in the sights. There's the webcam from Skidgate. Looks like a very pleasant afternoon. They're having a little meet and greet at this location. I'm sure that's quite a pleasant community, and I'd like to stop in and try out their diner there because I'm a big fan of diner breakfast. And I need one. So this is an overview from 1:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, August 10th. Be aware. There is an active wildfire going on right now. You've got to check the bulletins because they're going to change a lot faster than I can bring you this information. Be safe.